Evolve Bank and Trust is your financial partner of choice for full-service banking in Jonesboro. Come in and see us at 111 East Huntington Avenue, Suite A, or call us at 870-933-2480. Evolve Bank now offers checking and savings accounts, CDs, home and business loans, and so much more. Check us out online at getevolved.com. Evolve Bank and Trust, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Meet the gigs. Blaze is hardcore with a controller. Tara works remotely, Zooming by day and online shopping at night. Trey never misses the big game. And Gigi loves to stream but hates to wait. They're all living the gig life. No lagging, buffering, or waiting thanks to Right Fiber's gig speed internet. You too can be like the gigs. Connected to what matters the most for your family with fast 100% fiber internet from Right Fiber.
What keeps us 120 years young? We never stop caring, learning, and leading by example. Some here call it our calling in life. We call it the St. Bernard's Way. Because what moves us every day is the knowledge that having the best science and the best people is the only way to bring Christ-like healing to all who need it. And we will never stop doing what we do, because we were born and raised here too. St. Bernard's.
Welcome to Lady Blazer Field, and welcome into the Century Finance broadcast booth. My name is Aiden Richter on call today. I'll be joined shortly by Taylor Settlemyer, and we have a great rivalry matchup for you today as the Lady Blazers softball team takes on the Brookland Bearcats. The Brookland Bearcats come in off an 18-2 win off EPC on Tuesday, and this is the Blazers' first game of the season, looking for their first win. And the starting lineup for the Brookland Bearcats is center fielder Toombs starting off leadoff, McNeese playing short, Woodridge playing pitcher, Booker catching, Connor playing first, Heckthorn playing second, Patterson playing third, Carr playing right field, and O'Quinn playing left. And the defensive lineup for the Blazers is Ashlyn Bill at catching, Marley Green's playing third, Racy Talley at short, Harley Allenson at center, Riley Smith pitching on the mound, Lacey French at first, Amira Wright and right, Reese Riley in left, and Chelsea McElhannon playing second base. And the 0-1 pitch is bunted, foul, going to be 0-2. Toombs down early in the count. And the 0-2 pitch is high. Good eye from Toombs right there. One-two pitch, swung on, and it's going to be foul. Ball goes slightly foul. Game temp is 52 degrees here at first pitch. Blazers are led by first-year head coach Karen Sanders, who was the former coach at Brookland last year. Another 1-2 pitch. It's going to be outside for ball two.
She wanted that call.
And that pitch is a little bit more outside. It's going to take the count full, 3-2. And the pitch has been swung on, fouled back, almost right back at us there. Still 3-2.
Pitcher Riley Smith committed to Mobile for starting next year.
And the 3-2 pitch is right on the corner, striking out Toombs. First strikeout of the game for Smith. What a spot.
It's important for her to get that strike out there to start the game off, really set the tone with the first batter, especially after being up 0-2 in the count. Battling back after that full count to get the strikeout.
Sure. Now up to bat is Ashlyn McNeese, who's playing short today. First pitch of the bat, swung on, hit out to left. It's going to get over her head. It's going to be a home run.
Fair ball.
Wow.
Well, you want to talk about setting the tone there, Aiden. Brookland just responded and set the tone right back in their favor.
First pitch swinging for McNeese. Ball barely got over, but it got over.
This is where Riley has to shake it off. Like I said, about setting the tone. Both teams have set their tones, and now we've just got to figure out who's going to take that momentum. Obviously, starts off with an early Brookland lead of 1-0 now, though.
Now up to bat is Madison Woodridge, who's pitching tonight.
Ball in the dirt. Or, sorry, ball in the turf.
1-0 pitch, swung on, hit the short, and just couldn't come up with it.
Solid contact from these Bearcats. Depending on the age of some of these girls, Coach Sanders may be to blame for how solid these girls are.
Yeah, Brookland has turned 6 stars. No. Count. One 0 pitches in there. It's going to even the count up at 1-1. See if Smith can settle down here and try and get out of this inning. Double play would be nice here after the error is short. That pitch is swung out. It's going to hit to center field. It's in the gap. That's going to be at least a double. Ball's going to come into third and be stopped. As Booker hits a double into right center field.
Another bout of great solid contact.
Bearcats have Riley Smith's number here so far in the first inning. Runner in there for Booker. Can't see the number with the hoodie over it.
I think Riley just told her players, behind her that the play's at 1. I think they're willing to sacrifice another run or two here to get the outs and get out of this thing.
Yeah, it's a little early to bring the infield in, trying to cut this runner off at home. Especially with a 7-inning game here.
Ball back right at us.
A 1 pitch is low. He's going to even that count up once again at 1-1. Now up to the plate for the Bearcats is Madeline Connor. That one's fouled back. Gonna be 1-2. Connor's got a couple of ducks on the pond here trying to bring in.
Another ball right back at us. These Bearcats are definitely staying alive on some really good pitches by Riley Smith. Making good contact so far, the Bearcats.
Yeah, not too many swing and misses so far. It seems like they put solid contact on everything they've swung at. Counts 1-2 though. That pitch is swung on and fouled out of play.
That one may have landed on the football here on the Valley View campus. Just about straight off to the left.
Smith wants a pitch again. Didn't get the first on.
Connor knows that Riley's a little rattled, so she's going to take her time at the plate.
And she swung at a ball. That's going to be the...
Did they say that they tipped that?
I think it might be tipped right in the glove, though, if it was.
I think so.
It's going to be a second strikeout for Smith. 2 outs in the inning now for the Blazers. Good pitch by Smith out there to get Connor to chase. Now to bat is Aspen Heckathorn, who's playing second base today.
Great pitch. Like a slider from here, just slid away from the batter. We're close to making contact with that one. Great pitch by Riley.
Oh, a 1 pitch swung on and missed.
I think Riley's getting in the groove here. The last 2 batters, just a mistake at short. Really good, solid home run from McNeese. It's been the only 2 problems here in the inning, really.
And that pitch is swung on and missed. It's going to end the inning here for the Blazers.
As straight pitches on that one, 3 straight misses by the batter there. So we'll be right back on Blazer News Network.
hardcore with a controller. Remotely, zooming by day and online shopping at night. Trey never misses the big game. And Gigi loves to stream but hates to wait. They're all living the gig life. No lagging, buffering, or waiting thanks to Right Fiber's gig speed internet. You too can be like the gigs. Connected to what matters the most for your family with fast 100% fiber internet from Right Fiber.
Welcome back into Lady Blazer Field as the Blazers are about to take their first bat of the season. Looks like Bill is going to lead it off here for the Lady Blazers. And Madison Wooldridge is on the mound for the Bearcats. First pitch is high for ball one. Good eye from Bill. Trying to get at least one of these runs back. Maybe even take the lead. That ball's hung on and hit into center field. Gets past the second baseman. Good shot from Bill right there. Got it past Heckthorn. Now up to the plate is Marley Greens, who's starting at third base today.
Marley Greens was a freshman on this team. Looking to make a young difference here. A couple players are.
That ball is bunted back, foul. You surprised to see a freshman so far up in the batting order here in this second spot?
Well, you know, nothing's probably crazy considering it's Coach Sanders' first year. You know, she didn't necessarily have any, not to say coaches have favorites anyways, but she had no prior knowledge of what her team was going to be. So she probably, then that's where Coach Sanders believes she should be in. She's giving her a chance to show that now.
Greeno bunted at foul, Bearcats. Up to the plate is the shortstop, Racy Talley. Top of the first. First pitch from Wooldridge is right on the outside corner for strike one. Great location there. One pitch is right down the middle for strike two. Tally fast, gets behind the count fast here. 2 pitches in. Oh, 2 pitches high. Sets up the count being 1-2. See if Talley can at least move that runner over in a scoring position here. Pitch is high once again. It's going to even the count here. Two-two pitch is swung missed. That's going to be a strikeout for Wooldridge as Talley goes back to the dugout. Now batting is Harley Allison, who's starting in center field for the first game of the season. Bill takes off. She slides and she's safe.
Brookland coach not happy about it.
Play was very close. Looks like Bill slid into that back side of the bag. Just made her be safe. Great speed from the catcher, though. Don't usually expect that from the person behind the plate. Now Allison's got a runner in scoring position here. Count evens up at 1-1 on the pitch from Woodridge. One pitch, it's slow, looked like a curveball. And Allison swings and misses at that. Count now in the favor of Woodridge. One more strike and she's out of this inning with no damage done. Pitch is high. It's going to even up the count. Two-two pitch from Woodridge. Very close, but this pitch is going to be called outside. Count runs full. Woodridge does have a base open here at first if she elects not to pitch to her. That pitch is swung on and missed. Woodridge got to the inning with a strikeout. And the score is still 1-0 Brookland as we head to the top of the second inning.
Evolve Bank and Trust is your financial partner of choice for full-service banking in Jonesboro. Come in and see us at 111 East Huntington Avenue, Suite A, or call us at 870-933-2480. Evolve Bank now offers checking and savings accounts, CDs, home and business loans, and so much more. Check us out online at getevolved.com. Evolve Bank and Trust, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Welcome back to Lazy Blazer Field as Riley Smith begins her second inning of work. Hoping for a little smoother top half of the inning than last one. First pitch of the inning is swung on and fouled off toward the baseball field. Pitch is high to Brianna Patterson, who's batting in the 7-hole today for Brookland. Count 1. And that pitch is swung on and fouled to the left field side. 1 ball, 2 strikes here for Patterson.
Brookland dugout has a fun chant there with the foul ball coming right over their dugout. They're all screaming at their teammate to hit it that way, as in the game, the field of play. So that's one of
Definitely. And that 1-2 pitch from Smith is low. Count 2-2. That pitch is once again low. He's going to bring the count.
To the ball and keep themselves
100%. Full count. Megan Smith. It's fouled right back. Makes count 0-1. And that pitch is going to be high. 1-1. Pitch is going to be outside. Close. 2-1. How much of a factor do you think the rivalry plays into this game so far?
Well, definitely. You know, as that ball is popped up toward the right field,
The ball gets down.
say it dropped. Going about rivalry, I mean, yes, everyone knows that a Valley View versus Brookland game, whether it's, you know, football, softball, water polo, it doesn't matter. It's a big game. But obviously, it means a little bit more with the head coach of one team only a year off of being the head coach of the other team. For the players, even for Coach Sanders, it means a lot, and this is a really important game early in the season too.
Definitely, especially with Brooklyn returning 6 that all were under.
You may, I would like to lean towards the thought that most of these players wouldn't hold a grudge. They're thinking that, you know, in a fun way, wow, I've got to beat Coach. You know, she made me run at all those practices. I'll beat her here on the field. You know.
Now, Toombs struck out in the top of the first. A 1 pitch is swung on and missed. And count to 0-2. On
the field, way to throw her body out. Going into the second inning, you're watching Softball on Blazer News Network.
What keeps us 120 years young? We never stop caring, learning, and leading by example. Some here call it our calling in life. We call it St. Bernard's Way. That having the best science, the best people, is the only way to bring Christ-like healing to all who need it. And we will never stop doing what we do, because we were born and raised here too. St. Bernard's.
Welcome back into Lady Blazer Field in the Century Finance broadcast booth. here with Coach Taylor Settlemeyer. My name's Aiden Reck. First pitch to Dawson on the outside corner, called strike one. One pitch is fouled back. I think that's going to make the count 0-2. And it does. Dawson in a hole here. Woodridge with the 0-2 pitch. Swung on a miss. Another strikeout for her. She sits down Dawson. 2 outs here for the Lady Blazers here in the bottom of the second. Brookland still leading 1-0. Now to bat is Amir Wright, who's playing right field tonight. In the 8-hole. First pitch to her is right on the outside corner for strike one. One pitch is swung on, hit to third, and she makes an easy throw to first. That's going to retire the Blazers. That's going to do it for the Blazers in the second inning as the Bearcats still lead 1-0 heading to the top of the third.
And Aiden, we're going to stick with them here throughout this pause. Just a second. I want to stick with them and say, you're out of the way. All right, so we're still on. That's just quick apologies here. That's why I wanted to stick on with you. Just wanted to update everybody on what's going on with the News Network. We're obviously, Aiden, very happy to be in spring sports. This is our busy season.
Definitely.
Baseball and softball, is always a work in progress for how we set the stream up, and we have some very, very exciting things coming our way to enhance the streams for spring sports. Now we're just struggling with a couple of connection issues. So if we're going in and on you, we apologize. Keep you focused on the News Network. We've got some really great guys helping us out today. And brag on them enough, and just want to apologize for the intermittent issues.
Smith back after her third inning of work. How would you rate her first 2 innings so far?
Well, I think, after coming off that, first home run, the second batter of the game, she's really responded tremendously. I've got down 1, 2, 3, 4-ish strikeouts. That's unconfirmed there. But I think so she, her pitch count, for a couple of batters definitely crept up as that. But she responded to that home run well, and we're moving on from that.
Speaking of that home run, the person that hit the ball, Nice is back up to the plate here. Brookland's already on their second rotation of the order. That pitch is going to be low for 2-1. That pitch is swung on. Ground to the third at Greeno. It's going to be foul, though. Out goes 2-2. That first bomb by McNeese. Just swung on.
Great contact and shot it right back out there.
Great play.
What a play in center.
Harley Allison out there with that diving catch out there and stopping Nice of another hit.
Put their body on the line a couple times to get out and make the catch. So
Yeah.
kudos to them for that, because that takes force.
Inning. 7th game here for Saul.
And that's Harley Allison there in center?
It is.
Well, Gino and Allison are both freshmen. You know, you asked me earlier what you thought about defensively or those freshmen in there, but as Greeno makes that throw, that's 2 freshmen that have really played their out in the field so far. Coach Sanders knew what she was doing when she put those 2 in the lineup.
A lot of freshmen on this team. Good sign in the next couple of years, honestly.
Oh, absolutely. She's not only put herself in a good spot for this year for the best lineup, she's put herself, like you say, for the next couple of years, planning that out.
Looks like it's going to be an intentional walk here for just putting her on base. Coach Sanders knows this team very well. Looks like, since she walks Booker there. Brings up, no, my bad, Connor, who's playing first. She swings and fouls it off. Count starts off. Pinch runner there for Booker. Connor swings and fouls it off again. Smith on a great start here in this count. Up 0-2. 2 outs in the inning for the Lady Blazers.
All right, it's a chilly night here in Jonesboro. It's 52 degrees out there. I'd see a couple of girls out in the field while they're waiting for that pitch. You know, they got their arms crossed because that wind chill's definitely making a difference out there for the girls on the field.
Definitely from the broadcast booth, the Central Finance broadcast booth. Booker struck out in her first at bat, and she's going to send that one right over Tally's head into left field, and that ball's going to drop. Brookland's got something going here with 2 outs. Runners at first and second. Brookland dugout's got a lot of energy right now after this got going so far. Now Heckthorn's up, who takes the first strike. She also struck out in her first at bat.
Another foul ball there. Like I said, these Bearcats made sure to, you know, try to put a swing on whatever they think they can get a bat to, and it's worked out. I mean, I don't think we have any statisticians here going through ball count, but I'm sure Riley Smith is getting up there early on just because of how well these Bearcats are in the count.
Yeah, it seems like a lot of counts have been full counts, so they've been swinging a ton of foul balls each at bat. Count's still 0-2 here as Heckthorn puts another foul ball to Coach Sanders over there. O2 pitch is outside. Heckthorn almost went for that one. Good 0-2 pitch there by Smith, though, making her think.
Just checking on the stream there. I think our voices are coming through. Oh, they're saying
That pitch is going to go foul.
Yeah, foul. That was a close one.
Was.
Got real close to the bag before it decided to hit foul. As they're saying, just checking in on the stream again. Aiden, apologizing again to our fans out there. I know we've got a solid group watching today. It's a little laggy, but I think our voice is coming in true. So, you know, if anything else, it was a radio broadcast. There's another foul ball. I haven't been counting, but I hope someone at home has been, because that's got to be the 7th foul ball for number 13, Heckthorn.
Also going back to maybe the broadcast issue might be having. This is our first softball game of the year.
Absolutely. There's always things that you can better the next time out. And, it's like the team, Aiden. I mean, here in the early season, I'd say broadcasting and getting these streams out isn't much different. You've got to put the pedal to the metal and figure out what's wrong and work it out. And that's what Riley Smith has done this game.
As she strikes out Beckthorn.
Strikeout.
That's going to take us to the bottom of the third inning. Brooklyn Bearcats still leading 1-0.
The controller. Zooming by day and online shopping at night. Trey never misses the big game. And Gigi loves to stream but hates to wait. They're all living the gig life. No lagging, buffering, or waiting thanks to Right Fiber's gig speed internet. You too can be like the gigs. Connected to what matters the most for your family with fast 100% fiber internet from Right Fiber.
Welcome back into Lady Blazer Field, the Tender Finance broadcast booth. Reese Riley's first up to bat in the non-hole. Trying to flip that order over while having a person on base. Woodard's back out for her third inning of work. She's done great so far, not allowing a run to this young Blazer lineup. And Riley puts one right into right field. Gets past the second baseman there.
Hayden, I've got a good feeling about this bottom half here. I think as we get in here to the third inning, the Blazers really want to get that run back, and what a great way than a single there. That's going to start the inning off with a bang, and let's see what
also flips the lineup while we're at it.
Oh, absolutely.
Gets it back to Bill.
And Bill has a single in this game already and a stolen base, so she's already put a spark. Let's see if she sparks it a little bit more.
Ball got past Heckthorn there. Riley put that one in the right spot. First pitch from Woodridge is fouled up in the air. Catcher going for it, and she can't come up with it.
Catcher, third baseman, and pitcher were all there, and I think the catcher felt the pressure of the other two coming in, Aiden, and just lost it.
Yeah, Boogers couldn't come up with that one. Close, though. Just that triangle of death over there. That ball falling right in the middle. Nevertheless, count runs 0-1. That pitch is swung on, fouled, out of play down the left field line. Bill in a hole here, 0-2.
About had some home run distance if she could have straightened it out just a little bit.
Bill's also just a sophomore, too. She sits one at third, gets past her. And the Blazers have something going here in the bottom of the third. Runners at first and second, nobody out.
Ashlyn Bill, 2 for 2.
Marley Greeno coming up here. Trying to keep these hits going. Blazers making some solid contact off Woodard this inning. Second time through the lineup for Bill and Greeno so far.
Pop right back to us.
Looks like Greeno's going to have a meeting with Coach Sanders here.
Well, I mean, the pitcher out there, Woodridge, for Brookland is a senior. So, Coach Sanders knows probably her pitch selection, because she probably helped her, pave that out. And she's telling Greeno here, hey, I'm thinking she may go here.
I wouldn't be surprised if Greeno put down a bunt here, move these runners over to second and third, and she squares around.
No outs.
She squares back around, and it hits her.
Hitting her works just as well.
It's going to load the bases here for the Lady Blazers as Tally comes up. It's going to be a big inning here for the Blazers. Bases loaded, no outs.
Racy Tally putting this ball anywhere, and whether it's down or a deep fly ball, that brings it in. And we got a tie ball game here. She has an excellent opportunity to get something started.
Looks like Brookland's going to bring the infield in, try and cut out this runner at home, keep their lead 1-0.
Hard hit ball to any of these infielders could also get past them here, Aiden.
Definitely. First pitch swung on by Tally. It's hit right back to the
Safe.
and she gets the out at home, and Booker tries to get third. And Bill's going to be safe at third. But that runner that came home is going to be out. Ball just went right to the spot where it could and right back to the pitcher.
Yeah, and that's unfortunate. I mean, that's probably about the only place she could have put it that would have fielded that result. Just lucky that Bill got over to third.
Definitely to avoid that double play. Now Harley Allison's up, batting in the 4-hole. And that ball's in the turf. Good stop by Booker.
A wild pitch here wouldn't be the worst thing in the world for the Blazers either. I mean, the base is loaded. The opportunities are endless here, Aiden. Let's just see somebody hit that home plate.
Well, Allison's in the cleanup hole. See if she can get some of these runs home. 1-0 pitch is her. It's on the outside corner. It's going to even up the count 1-1.
She may not have been expecting a pitch right down the middle with the bases loaded. Kind of caught her off guard.
Especially after that ball in the turf. That pitch is swung on.
Slow roller.
First base.
They're saying out at home.
Wow.
Good throw from the first baseman. Gets the runner at home.
What a play by Connor to pick up the ball in fair territory and then throw the runner to home. That ball maybe even had a chance to go foul, but she picks it up and threw it home. Great play by her. Keeps the Bearcats lead 1-0.
Bring Smith back up to bat.
Well, the Blazers had the bases loaded with no outs. And now they still have the bases loaded with 2 outs and no runs have scored.
Well, if anybody knows the severity of needing the run, it's the pitcher.
And she fouls one off. It's 0-1. Smith trying to help her own cause here. Be big if she could put one in the gap. Score at least 2.
Oh, gracious call there from the umpire, low and in.
Yeah. Tough call there for Smith. Now she's down 0-2. That pitch is high. It's going to run the count 1-2. Smith trying to bring some of these runs home. Be a big missed opportunity for the Blazers if they weren't able to convert on bases loaded, nobody out. She swings and fouls it off right over Coach Sanders' head. Who's ever in the dugout? Some coach in the dugout. Thought it was Coach Sanders. She's at third base, though.
Coach Sanders has been running third base this game. I'm not really sure.
Chris Collins over there at first.
Looking warm and snug in his beanie and jacket.
Pitch is inside. Even up the count. That ball's on the turf. That's going to be 3-2.
Hayden, how important is this next pitch? I mean, Riley Smith was down 0-2.
It's very important. It looks like the runner's going to get it. They're going to be running on the pitch, too. I guess they have to wait till the ball gets caught, but they're going to be running on that 3-2, 2 outs. Big pitch here for Wooldridge. She's swing. Smith hits one up the middle. That's going to bring 1 run home. Another one's going to score. And the Blazers have a 2-1 lead here in the bottom of the third.
Wonderful piece of hitting there by Riley Smith. She was down 0-2 in that count, and she got it back to full count, got the pitch she wanted, and, hey, put it where they ain't in the infield, let it roll out to the outfield. That's enough when you've got speed on these base paths, and that's what she had there.
Riley Smith did a little bit of everything tonight, pitching and hitting. It's like I think Charlie Wilson over there going to pinch run it. Now up to bat's Lacey French, batting 6th tonight. Runner at first is going to go. She's going to be out.
I think the Bearcats smelled that from a mile away there. That ball was set up outside the entire time, and good play call there from the Lady Bearcats.
Well, the Blazers take a 2-1 lead at the top of the 4th inning.
What keeps us 120 years young? We never stop caring, learning, and leading by example. Some here call it our calling in life. We call it the St. Bernard's Way. Because what moves us every day is the knowledge that having the best science and the best people is the only way to bring Christ-like healing to all who need it. And we will never stop doing what we do. Because we were born and raised here too. St. Bernard's.
Welcome back once again to Lady Blazer Field in the Century Finance broadcast booth. Joined by Taylor Settlemeyer here. My name is Aiden Rector here for the top of the 4th inning, I think. The first pitch from Smith's going to be high.
Yeah, I'm not sure who's running scoreboard out here tonight, but it still says 3rd inning out there, but it is the top of the 4th.
They at least had the count right. Give them credit for that.
Oh, and there it changes as if they heard me.
And that pitch is going to be called a strike. It's going to bring the count 1-1 here. And Patterson puts it at second base. McElhannon fumbles with it. She's going to be safe. Another error from the Blazers middle infield as Patterson gets aboard to start this top of the 4th. Bearcats looking to retake their lead here.
I think that was just a solid case of Chelsea McElhannon thinking she had the ball in her hand. She went to make the move towards first, but she just hadn't secured it yet. She was just a little ahead of herself there.
Now up to the plate is Carr. And she swings and fouls another one back. Set out to the ball boy, who's been going to grab some of these balls that have gone out of play.
Well, that one went pretty high and pretty far back behind us. That might have gone into the baseball field. Maybe Slade Caldwell came down with that one.
I think they got a scrimmage over there.
Blue and gold game today.
And that pitch is going to be called a strike. Smith ahead 0-2. Pitch swung on and once again fouled out of play on that right field side. Bearcats continue to make solid contact. Not a lot of swing and misses. Smith in her 4th inning of work only allowed 1 run so far. And that pitch is swung on to center field. And once again, Harley Allison coming up with a catch. It's a shot out to center, though, by Carr. Now the non-hole hitter, O'Quinn, is coming up to hit. She's also trying to flip this order back up to Toombs and McNeese. McNeese having that bomb in the top of the first. One out here in the top of the fourth. First pitch to her is swung on and missed. Pitch to O'Quinn is swung on and missed. 1-2 count for Smith here. Trying to find the second out of the inning. Get the Blazers' bats back up there. Got some confusion here. Looks like Quinn's going to strike out, though. Second out of the inning for Smith and the Blazers. And that turns the line over up to Toombs. Lefty bat here. And Toombs hits one up the middle to Talley. And Talley beats Patterson to second base for the third out of the inning. Blazers hold on to their 2-1 lead as we head to the bottom of the fourth inning here on Blazers News Network.
Evolve Bank and Trust is your financial partner of choice for full-service banking in Jonesboro. Come in and see us at 111 East Huntington Avenue, Suite A, or call us at 870-933-2480. Evolve Bank now offers checking and savings accounts, CDs, home and business loans, and so much more. Check us out online at getevolved.com. Evolve Bank and Trust, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Welcome back on to Lady Blazer Field and the Blazers News Network. As we have the bottom of the fourth inning here. Lady Blazers up 2-1. As Lacey French is up to bat. Second pitch to her is high and tight. Ace count 1-1. One pitch is right on the outside corner, maybe even a little off. It's going to run the count 1-2. That's going to be strike three as Lacey French goes down looking for the first out of the inning. Woodridge still on the mound for the Bearcats. Now up to bat is Ellie Dawson. I think it's just going to be me for the rest of the game. Coach Sotomayor to go somewhere. Dawson struck out in her first at-bat of the game. And the first pitch to her is down the middle for strike one. A 1 pitch from Wooldridge. Swung on a miss by Dawson. Count goes 0-2. Pitch from Wooldridge is going to be outside. Count to Dawson's now 1-2. Wooldridge's gotten ahead so far in these first two at-bats of the inning. And that 1-2 curveball is going to be called a ball. Even up the count here, 2-2. On deck's Amir Wright. See if Ellie Dawson can get on base for her. Pitch by Dawson, swung on right back up in the middle. That ball might get in the gap, and it does. Gets past the center fielder. Dawson has the second, and she's going to be there easily on a stand-up double there by Dawson. What a shot out into right center field. It's all the way to the wall. Now Wright's up here with a runner in scoring position, looking to extend that Blazer lead. First pitch to Wright, it's called strike one. Looks like Wright's getting signs from Coach Sanders over there at third base. Might be putting on a play here. She scores around a bunt. She bunts it foul down the third baseline. She's going to make the count 0-2. Trying to move Dawson over to third. I would be surprised to see her bunt here with 2 strikes. If she fouls another one out, she's out. Tip strike, swung on and fouled right back at us. Count remains 0-2. Good piece of contact there by Wright. One-two pitch is swung on, hit it to second base. And that ball's going to drop. Wright's safe at first. Dawson goes to third. Not sure what happened there, but that ball just went right in between the first baseman and second baseman perfectly, and it drops. He's going to have runners on the corner here for the Blazers as Reese Raleigh steps up to bat. Would be nice for the Blazers if they could get Bill back up to the plate, who's on deck. She's gotten on base twice so far in her 2 at-bats. First pitch to her, strike, and Wright's going to take second base. Wright just stood in the middle between first and second trying to bait that catcher on a throw to second so Dawson get home. And the catcher throws right back to the pitcher, so Wright just takes second base. Now 2 runners in scoring position here for the Blazers. And Riley chases one high, makes count 0-2. Probably anything on the right side of the field would score Dawson from third. And she fouls one down the first baseline. Count remains 0-2. Reese Riley singled in her first at bat in the third inning. Hope she can do the same here. And she puts down the third baseline. Third baseman goes to first. That's going to score a run. And Wright takes third base as well. So an RBI ground out there from Reese Riley as Dawson scores and Wright gets to third. Now the lineup flips back over to Bill. Another single from her would make that lead 4-1. First pitch to Bill. Can't drop in there. It's going to be ball one. Looks a little out. Bill gets ahead 1-0. And that pitch skied to second base. And the second baseman comes up with it. And that's going to end the fourth inning as the Blazers extend their lead 3-1 over Brookland.
This is hardcore with a controller. Tara works remotely, Zooming by day and online shopping at night. Trey never misses the big game. And Gigi loves to stream but hates to wait. They're all living the gig life. No lagging, buffering, or waiting thanks to Right Fiber's gig speed internet. You too can be like the gigs. Connected to what matters the most for your family with fast 100% fiber internet from Right Fiber. Meet the gigs. Blaze is hardcore with a
Okay. Welcome back to Lady Blazer Field. Riley Smith back out there for her fifth inning of work. Blazers up 3-1 after their start of the game, down 1-0. McNeese grounds the third. Greeno makes a great throw. And that's going to be the first out of the inning. So McNeese, who scored the only run for the Brookland Bearcats with her home run in the first inning, grounds out here for the first out of the top of the fifth. Now up to bat for the Bearcats as Woodridge the pitcher. First pitch to her is swung on to Tally. Tally fields it, makes a throw to first. And that's another out. Riley Smith getting some very quick outs here in the top of the fifth. Helping keep that pitch count low. Not sure how much a pitch count matters in softball since you see all these college pitchers that throw 100 plus every time, it seems like multiple times a weekend. Now Booker's up, the catcher. Not walking her this time. First pitch to her is called a strike on the outside corner. Great spot from Raleigh. A 1 pitch to Booker. It's hot inside. Booker had to get out of the way of that one. He's going to even the count up 1-1. The 1-1 pitch from Smith. It's inside. I think even hit the turf. Makes it count 2-1. That pitch from Smith to Booker, it's going to be sent out into, it's going to drop in left field. As Booker gets on base again. Ball just dropped right in front of Reese Raleigh. Perfect spot. Looks like Booker's going to have a pinch runner here. Now up to bats the lefty, Maddo and Connor. Still 2 outs here for the Blazers. Force out at second if they want it. First pitch to Connor, swung on. And that ball is going to basically almost go in the, he hits a center, it looks like. And that ball is going to get past, almost gets past third baseman Greeno as Connor takes second base. Blazers have Bearcats have 2 runners in scoring position now, with Heckthorn up at the plate. She could tie this ball game right up with a single here. Inning started out very good for Smith as she got 2 fast outs. Now she's in a little bit of trouble. First pitch to Heckthorn's fouled right back at us. Smith starts ahead 0-1. A 1 pitch swung on and fouled back. See if Smith can end the inning right here. Up 0-2. Heckthorn's had 2 strikeouts today so far. Smith looking for the 3rd one on her. And that pitch is going to go outside, making the count 1-2. Trying to get Heckthorn to chase there. Heckthorn puts one down the third base line. Ball's going to go foul, though. Solid contact there from Heckthorn. If that was fair, she would have been standing up on second base, and the game would have been tied here in the top of the 5th inning. Pitch to Heckthorn's high. Evens the count up here 2-2. Softball only goes to 7 innings, so Bearcats only have 7 more outs left to play with. And Heckthorn puts one down the left field line. Just going to go foul again. Another good piece of contact there. First base coach telling Heckthorn to have fun. Two pitches swung on a miss as Smith strikes out Heckthorn for the 3rd time today and gets out of the big jam. Blazers still have a 3-1 lead going into the bottom of the 5th inning here on Blazer News Network.
Learning and leading by example. Some here call it our calling in life. We call it the St. Bernard's Way. Because what moves us every day is the knowledge that having the best science and the best people is the only way to bring Christ-like healing to all who need it. And we will never stop doing what we do. Because we were born and raised here too. St. Bernard's. What keeps us 120
Welcome back to Lady Blazer Field. Blazers still have a 3-1 lead here in the bottom of the 5th. And that ball's grounded at, looks like, third. That ball's not going to get there in time, so you're going to be safe. It's like Greeno getting the hit right there. Now to bat's Racy Talley. Good leadoff single there by Greeno. Temperature's still around 51 degrees here. Definitely feels a lot colder than that, even here in the Century Finance broadcast booth. First pitch to Talley's outside. Looks like Woodridge is back out there. Talley struck out in her first at bat and singled in her last one. I think it was actually a fielder's choice, except she, in her last at bat, back when the Blazers had the bases loaded. 1-0 pitch to her. It's called a strike. Talley jumped off the plate on that one. Thought the ball might have been a little inside. He's going to make the count 1-1. One pitch from Woodridge. Swung on and fouled back. I don't know what the foul ball count is in this game, but it's definitely got to be high. It's going to make the count 1-2. And that ball is low to Talley. Talley holds back. She really wanted that one, though. Ball hits the turf. Going to make the count 2-2. And that ball is way outside. That's going to run the count full. Good eye by Talley. A couple of these balls have been close, but just had a good eye on it. Make the count full. Full count pitch to her. It's going to be low and in the turf again. That's going to be a walk. Blazers going to have a runner on first and second with the cleanup hitter, Harley Allison, coming up to bat. Allison struck out in the first. Then she also had a fielder's choice in that third inning when the Blazers had the bases loaded with nobody out. Looks like we're going to have a mound meeting here for Bearcats pitcher, Woodridge. These last couple of innings had a lot more base runners than the first couple. Coach probably is trying to calm down his pitcher here. Also talk strategy. The NFL have nowhere to throw the ball. The freshman is up to the plate, though. Runners at first and second. Blazers still hold a 3-1 lead here in the bottom of the 5th. And she swings one and fouls one directly backwards. Woodridge gets ahead of her 0-1. Second pitch to Allison's inside. Very close, but it looked like a little down and inside. Makes the count 1-1. Next pitch to her is high and outside. 2-1. Woodridge has been a little wild this inning. A couple pitches haven't really been that close. That pitch is going to get called a strike right on the outside corner. Great spot from the Brookland pitcher as she makes the count even 2-2. Two-two pitch from her. Swung on a miss by Allison. Another strikeout for her. Runners still here first and second for the Blazers as the pitcher Riley Smith steps up to bat. She had that big 2 RBI single there in the third to give the Blazers a 2-1 lead at that point. Another single here might score another one. And that ball's low and in the turf. Gonna make count 1-0. Coach Sanders calling out a play here. Looks like she's putting on something. And that pitch is going to be outside. It's going to make the count 2-0. Another call out from Coach Sanders. Could be a bunt to move these runners over, but Smith just had a 2 RBI single. She swings and fouls one back at us. Count now 2-1. Scoreboard operator's not really paying attention. Coach Sanders is trying to get someone to do it. They didn't have the count right. It's 2-1. And that pitch is going to be high. Hitter-friendly count here for Smith. 3-1. I feel like we haven't seen a lot of 3-1 counts this game. This might even be the first one, if I'm not mistaken. Scoreboard operator is still having some trouble over there. 3-1 pitch to Smith. That's going to be outside for ball 4 as that walk loads the bases here for the Blazers in the bottom half of the 5th. Now up to bats, Lacey French. 1 out. I think there's 1 out in the inning. At least that's what the scoreboard says, but who knows. So bases loaded for the Blazers here. Bottom of the 5th inning, 1 out. Lacey French up to bat. Couple runs here will be nice. Take some pressure off Smith. And French grounds one between the shortstop and third base. It's going to score 1. Ball goes to home. Now runner there from Talley at third. And Lacey French with the RBI single, bringing in Greeno as the Blazers take a 4-1 lead. Now at the bat to Ellie Dawson. Once again, base is still loaded. Brookland brought the infield in. And that pitch is going to be inside for ball 1. Dawson gets ahead. Dawson hit a double in the 4th inning and then struck out in her first at-bat of the game. And Dawson grounds one to third. It's going to be a slow roller. Brookland goes home, and Talley's going to be safe. Great speed from Talley right there as that slow rolling ball barely gets to third base, and she decides to go home. Probably the only play, too, with Dawson, the speedy Dawson running to first. It's going to make the game 5-1 here in the bottom of the 5th. Still only 1 out for the Blazers. And still have the bases loaded here with Amira Wright up to bat. First pitch to Wright is going to be called for a strike. Wooldridge gets ahead. And Wright puts one down the right field line, and the ball's going to go foul. So close to being fair. Does end up making the count 0-2, though. Wright just needs to put the ball in play, and that's going to be probably another run. Brookland still has the infield in. And Wright sends one into left field. That's going to bring in one. Blades just going station to station right now. As Wright brings in Charlie Wilson, who pinch ran for the pitcher Riley Smith. That's going to extend the Blazers' lead to 6-1. As now Reese Riley, the freshman, batting ninth, comes up the plate. Base is still loaded here for the Blazers with one out. So far this thing, the Blazers just put the ball where the Bearcats are not. And Riley fouls one right off the plate. Makes the count 0-1. Kind of surprised they're leaving Wolders in after that mound meeting they had earlier, and then it's a couple hits he's given up. A one pitch to Riley's high. Pitch just didn't drop enough. Makes count 1-1. Booker's going to have a meeting with her pitcher. Probably once again is trying to calm her down. As Riley goes over there to have a meeting with Coach Sanders. Second mound meeting for Brookland this inning. Blazers still looking to try to extend that 6-1 lead. One 1-0 pitch to Smith, grounded to short, and she has held on to the ball. Second baseman cover the bag. She tried to beat Wright to second and couldn't. Just had no play because by then it was too late with Riley running to first. It's going to be an infield single for Riley, extending the Blazers' lead 7-1. Now we're going to have another mound meeting here for Brookland. Doesn't look like they're changing pitchers just yet if they do decide to do that. Third mound meeting for Brookland this inning, though. Blazers are up 7-1 here, bottom of the fifth. Bases once again still loaded with one out. Looks like we're going to have a new pitcher here. Looks like it's going to be Heckthorn maybe. I think it's 13. And we'll be back in a few moments here on Blazers News Network as the Blazers still have a 7-1 lead here. Welcome back to Lady Blazer Field here. Still in the bottom of the 5th inning. Blazers leading 7-1. Bases loaded, no outs. A new pitcher, Heckthorn, up. Brookland infield still in here. And then the lineup flips over to the Blazers to Ashlyn Bill, who's already had a couple singles this game. The first pitch is fouled off her and the ground, it looks like. Makes count 0-1. Hagthorn comes in to pitch from second base. I can't really see the number, but that might be Woodridge out there over there second. Might have just switched those two. 0-1 pitch to Bill. It's right on the outside corner for strike 2. I mean, that pitch is right there, maybe a little off. Makes count 0-2. Good start so far for Heckthorn. That pitch to Bill is popped up in the infield. Caught by the first baseman, Connor. It's going to be 2 outs here for the Blazers, as the freshman Marley Greeno steps up to bat. Base is still juiced. First pitch to Greeno's outside. 1-0. Greeno singled in the 5th inning. And she swings and misses. Count even up to 1-1. One pitch is outside. Brookland fans aren't too happy about that one. Greeno up ahead in the count now. Two one pitch is fouled off. Heckthorn gets the count 2-2. One more pitch from her, and the Bearcats get out of this disastrous inning. Looks like we're going to have time here. Two pitches outside. He's going to run the count full. Blazers going to be running now. Full count, 2 outs. Base is loaded. Full count pitch to Greeno. Swung on, hit up to short. Bertels's going to try to make a throw to first. I don't think it's going to be in time as one run scores. Now another one slides in as both Wright and Dawson score on that single to shortstop. Throw just didn't get there in time, as the Blazers extend their lead 9-1 here. It's 2 RBI single there from Greeno. Blazers now have runners at first and second. Tally up to bat. First pitch to her is on the outside corner, called for strike 1. Run rule is in effect today if the Blazers end up going up by 10 in the 5th inning or later. So if they score 2 more runs this inning, the game could be over. Second pitch to Tally. Almost drops in. Called a ball, though. Makes the count 1-1. Third pitch to Tally, swung on and missed. A little out in front on that one. Makes it count 1-2. Seven-inning game here for high school softball. And Talley swings and misses again. It's going to be a strikeout for Talley, and that's going to end the bottom of the 5th inning as the Blazers score a ton of runs and extend their lead 9-1 here as we head to the top of the 6th here on Blazers News Network.
Evolve Bank now offers checking and savings accounts, CDs, home and business loans, and so much more. Check us out online at getevolved.com. Evolve Bank and Trust, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Welcome back to Lady Blazers Field in the Century Finance broadcast booth. As the first pitch out there for Smith, as she's on her 6th inning of work. Blazers hold a 9-1 lead here. Looks like that was Patterson that flew out to the second baseman, McElhannon. Patterson struck out in the first and then hit a single in the 4th as that ball goes foul down the first baseline. Brookland really wanted that one to be fair. Count goes 0-1 here. Carr up to bat in the 8 hole here, playing right field. A 1 pitch from Smith. Swung on, ground to the 3rd. I think it went foul down the 3rd baseline. Runs the count 0-2. Pitcher's friendly count here. And Carr sends one to second base. McElhannon tries to get the ball there, and she does. Great job of McElhannon getting that ball quick out of her glove and making the throw to first. There's going to be 2 quick outs here for Smith and the Blazers here in the top of the 6th inning. Looking to get those bats back in the field and score 2 more runs to get this game over with and go home 1-0 with a rival victory over Brookland. Now Quinn's up to bat, trying to flip that order back to Toombs. O'Quinn struck out in the 4th. And she fouls one back up into the net. Makes a count 0-2. Smith's gotten ahead of a couple batters this inning so far. O2 pitch from her is outside. Trying to get O'Quinn to chase. Strike out again. 1-2 pitch is Ha. Evens up the count here, 2-2 to the non-hole hitter. To do pitch is swung on and missed. That's going to be another strikeout for Smith, as that's going to end the top of the 6th inning here, as the Blazers still lead 9-1 here going into the bottom of the 6th inning here on Blazers News Network.
Some here call it our calling in life. We call it the St. Bernard's Way. Because what moves us every day is the knowledge that having the best science and the best people is the only way to bring Christ-like healing to all who need it. And we will never stop doing what we do. Because we were born and raised here too. St. Bernard's.
Welcome back to Lady Blazers Fieldhouse, or Field, I guess. Fieldhouse is the locker room. Looks like Coach Settlemyre is back here for the maybe last few innings here as the Blazers lead 9-1.
Well, maybe I was the bad luck charm because it was a 2-1 lead when I left here, Aiden. So
looks like you missed a lot of action last inning. Harley Allison up to bat here in the 1-1 count. 2 more runs here for the Blazers would end it. They're able to do so. Allison swings and misses. Ekthorn gets ahead. 1-2. One-two pitch to her, swung on and missed. Strikeout for Ekthorn, first out of the inning. It's going to bring up Riley Smith. Riley Smith's probably the player of the game so far. The solid 6 innings of work, only giving up 1 run.
Also and the spark that put him ahead.
It is. Also with a couple hits on offense, too. Some RBIs. She's had a couple singles and then walked in her last at bat. She takes strike 1 on the outside corner.
Aiden, how important is it to have your pitcher come out and dominate like that today, get over that one bad pitch, and then be a spark plug with the bat too?
I mean, it's amazing, especially considering it's the first game of the season against a rival. You know, emotions are going to be high. She grounds a shortstop, and she's going to be out for the second out of the inning. Back to your point, it's great for her to settle down after that first inning, giving up that home run. She hasn't allowed many base runners since, haven't given up a run, and then she's put a lot into the offense, giving herself some run support. So that's giving the Blazers a solid 9-1 lead here over their rival. Now Lacey French up to bat. She had an RBI single in the 5th. And she hits one a short. Shortstop can't come up with it. And there's not going to be a play there. She holds onto the ball.
Closed her glove a little early. Saw that early in the game, too. You know, we could have had a couple of miscues on defense on both sides where just a little, early in the season, your movements aren't quite where you want them to be. You may have been practicing all year, but it's not the same as having a different team hitting it at you.
Yeah, game action is definitely a lot different than practice. I think that was McNeese at short. Now Ellie Dawson's up to the plate. She also had an RBI single in the 5th, and then the 4th inning she had a double. 1-0 pitch to her is outside. She gets ahead 2-0. Pitch to her is once again outside. Dawson probably going to be taking here, up 3-0.
I say, up 3-0 in the count, up 8 runs. Why not, Coach? Let her swing.
I don't know. They might want another base runner here and try and get to 11-1 so they can get a run roll. And she's swinging.
Let
she
her
does.
swing.
And she hits one out to center.
I figured she had a green light there. Like I say, they're up by 8. We're about to go into the top half, the 7th. I think it was important for just to let her go out there and take a hack. Again, early in the season. You got time to do stuff like that.
Also boost her confidence, too, knowing your coach has that confidence in you to swing 3-0. She puts one into center. Blazers now at runners at first and second, 2 outs in the inning. Now the right fielder, Mira Wright's up.
Swinging.
And she puts one into center. That's probably going to score one. And it does. Extends the lead to 10-1.
I don't think there was ever a chance that Lacey French was going to stop. She was running off a second, and her eyes never left home plate.
No. Pitcher even cut the ball off here. Not letting it go to the catcher. Now Reese Riley's up after that right RBI single. Another one of those would end the game here. First pitch to her is called a strike on the outside corner. Might have been a little generous. Looks like we're going to have a courtesy runner here for Dawson. Put someone more speedy here, so a single for sure ends the game. Looks like it's going to be Charlie Wilson again, freshman. Temperature's still around 50 degrees here, so we reached around 6:30, 2 hours into the game so far. Oh, 1 pitch to hers in the turf. Base count 0-1. Good block by Booker. Not allowing Wilson to take third on a pass ball. One pitch to Riley. Me outside and high.
It was a great pitch. I wonder if I'm putting a little generous on that call.
Might have been a makeup call for the first strike call of the at-bat.
That's where my mind was.
Two pitch to Smith in the dirt, and that one does get past Booker as Wright takes second base and Wilson takes third. Now the Blazers have 2 runners in scoring position here. Count 3-1. Ashlyn Bill on deck, the leadoff hitter, who's already had a couple of singles this game.
Very speedy Mackenzie. Is that Mackenzie Whitlock? No. Who's on third there?
It's going to be Wilson, number 20.
Wilson. Okay.
Charlie Wilson, I think, the freshman.
She got to third pretty fast. It's another one of those freshman legs that can move.
And that ball is going to be high as Riley takes it, and that's going to be ball 4. It's going to load the bases up here for the Blazers. Up 10-1 here, bottom of the 6th, 2 outs as Bill comes up to the bat. First pitch to Bill is taken for a strike. Another one of those generous calls outside. Bill swings and misses. Little ahead on that one. Good off speed by Heckthorn. She gets ahead 0-2. Oh, 2 pitch to Bill, swung on and missed. That's going to be a strikeout for Bill, and that's going to end the bottom of the 6th inning. Blazers extend their lead 10-1, and we're going to head to the top of the 7th inning where the Brookland Bearcats have 3 outs left, where this game could be over.
Of choice for full-service banking in Jonesboro. Come in and see us at 111 East Huntington Avenue, Suite A, or call us at 870-933-2480. Evolve Bank now offers checking and savings accounts, CDs, home and business loans, and so much more. Check us out online at getevolved.com. Evolve Bank and Trust, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC. Evolve Bank and Trust is your financial partner of choice for full-service banking in Jonesboro. Come in and see us at 111 East Huntington Avenue, Suite A, or call us at 870-933-2480. Evolve Bank now offers checking and savings accounts, CDs, home and business loans, and so much more. Check us out online at getevolved.com. Evolve Bank and Trust, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Welcome back to Liddy Blazers Field here, as the Blazers have a 10-1 lead here in the top of the 7th. Brookland has 3 outs left to try and score 9 runs here off Smith, who's back out for her 7th inning of work, trying to start and finish the game. And I think that ball got fouled off of Bill's face mask, maybe, unless that ball hit the ground. Not sure. I think it just hit the turf and then went off her face mask. Going to bring the count 1-0. And then looks like Bill doesn't have an armband, so she's going to grab one from the dugout. Catcher might need to know what pitch is coming there. Right, Coach Sotomayor?
Yeah. Got to be on the same page here.
Definitely. Especially in this last inning. Looks like something.
Up 9, you want to get complacent maybe. You're ready to get home, but it could still turn in a heartbeat here. We've seen, professional games score more runs than 9 in an inning before, so don't count these Bearcats out.
Definitely. Riley Smith has been in a groove, though, ever since that first inning. Looks like Brookland grounds one foul.
Aiden, I know we're going to name a player of the game at the end of this, but if I had one thing I could say about this Blazers team today is just the young guns out there. Those young girls have made a difference in this ball game in the field, with their bat, with their base running. I know you're going to come down with a singular player of the game, but as far as I'm concerned, those were my players of the game. It's the freshman class here in Valley View.
Definitely. I think the play of the game is going to be pretty easy, though. Riley Smith, I think, only allowing Brookland to score 1 run so far this whole game, and then even helping herself out on offense with multiple RBIs. If you're going to give it to a group, though, I think the freshman class has definitely won over the other grades. They've made more of an impact so far.
Well, Riley has definitely shown today, even in the beginning of the season, why she's going to the next level.
Definitely.
I mean, it takes a lot of mental strength to be able to come back from a home run early in the game like that. So, kudos to her for all that she's been able to accomplish today on multiple facets of her game.
Definitely, especially in the very first inning she's pitched in her senior year. Looks like Toombs is up to the plate. Counts full 3-2.
Plenty of nerves around that too,
Definitely. Especially with the expectations she has on her since she's
Absolutely.
going somewhere else. As that ball drops in the infield, and there's just going to be no play there for McElhannon. Looks like Toombs is going to get on base there with this infield single. And here comes the person at the home, McNeese. Person who hit the home run back in the very first inning.
I think Chelsea might have thought that was going to pop up just a little bit more off the ground, and it kind of just came right into her chest. Great way to corral it, though, keep her from getting past her.
Yeah, I'm not sure if she had played either way with how fast Toombs is.
Absolutely.
First pitch to McNeese as that one is Scott into center field. Oh, the center fielder couldn't come up with it. As McNeese at least has a double. Looks like Toombs is going to try and score. Smith to the catcher. Bill, and Toombs is out at first.
What a relay there from center field.
Wow. McNeese does get to third. But with Allison going down in center field trying to make a diving catch to get the ball all the way back in to get to Speedy Toombs at first.
I get it. Brookland wanted to try to make up some lost runs there. Sometimes you got to really think if it was worth being that aggressive. Great arm there in center field.
Yeah. Great throw by the Riley Smith, though. She put it right where Bill needed it to be. She didn't have to move at all. Just put the tag down. McNeese does get to third, though. It's going to be the first out of the inning here for the Blazers. Still up 10-1. As Woodridge is up to the plate. Count even 1-1. Thought that ball even had a chance to go out from McNeese. Ball seemed like it was hit harder than her first one. Just a dead center this time, though.
If she pulled that ball any more than she did, it would have gotten out of here, absolutely.
Yeah, she put it to the deepest part of the yard. If there was a warning track, Allison was definitely on it.
See if she can come up with it this time. She does.
Woodridge sends out the shot to center. Allison gets it again. McNeese does not take home.
Hey, McNeese saw what happened on her at bat there. Her runner got thrown out. She wasn't going to try to test her luck here and end the game.
Also, no point in doing that because that run would only make it 10-2. And if the risk of the third out would end the game.
Again, great arm. Freshman center fielder there. I mean, can't be understated. The defense tonight for the Blazers has been impressive, honestly.
Now the catcher's Booker is up. First pitch to her is inside for ball one.
Right down the middle.
She's had a couple hits tonight, double and a single. It's going to even the count up 1-1.
Well, and Riley probably knows that, and that's why she's coming right at her. She can say, hey, I'm not scared of you. You're going to be my last out.
The couple hits is probably why they intentional walked her, too, in the beginning of the first, or one of her second at-bat. Count 2-1. Next pitch, swung on, grounded foul down the third baseline. One more strike here for Smith, and this game is over.
Aiden, I'm thankful for this net tonight. Been right back at us.
Yeah, and this broadcast booth has kept us sort of warm, even though there's still a window open. Count 2-2 now to Booker. And that one's going to get grounded to Greeno. She throws it to first. And I think that's going to end the game here as the Blazers secure their first win of the season over their biggest rivals, the Brookland Bearcats, 10-1. And I think we're going to give the Freight Funding Player of the Game to Riley Smith through 7 innings of pitching, only gave up 1 run, couple hits tonight, couple RBIs, even more. I mean, what else can you say about her? And then we'll be right back here in a minute to wrap this all up.
Ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for joining us tonight at Lady Blazers Field. Your Blazers win 10-1 tonight over the Brookland Bearcats. We hope everyone has a safe ride home after the JV game tonight. Thank you for supporting Blazer News Network.
I don't know what's
Three.
Yeah, like if you score 3 runs, then it's over. You know, 3 runs, 3
We're hopping out of here.
3 innings.
That was embarrassing because I was like,
I
I
can solo.
after the JV game. Go for it.
Welcome back to Lady Blazers Field as we wrap up this game. Blazers secure their first win of the season on their first game of the season against their rival, the Brookland Bearcats. Freight Funding MVP went to Riley Smith with her great work tonight. I want to give a shout-out to our Blazers Network crew tonight, our statistician, Mason Woods, our camera operator, Joseph Lasagna, our graphics person, Sam Dixon, and then our director tonight was Mason Mink. And then shout-out to Tara Sotomayor for joining me tonight.
Aiden, it was a pleasure to be with you. You did great tonight working the game while I had to sneak out to a funeral procession or funeral tonight. But you were great. I think we're going to figure out how to do these even better, especially with that center field camera. We're going to move that over and have a better view next time. Just looking ahead at Blazer News Network, Monday we're back here at Lady Blazers Field. The Blazers take on West Side. Right back the next day, Tuesday, baseball versus Magnolia Heights, and Friday versus Robinson. You've been watching Blazer News Network, Ladies Softball. For Aiden Rector and crew, good night.